Hi there, Sam Sorbo here for The Accidental Homeschooler. Thanks so much for joining me. So today we're going to talk about stealing moments, and in the video caption I put, what do we mean by everything becomes a teaching opportunity? It isn't necessarily what you think, and so today I want to go through that a little bit. In my book, They're Your Kids, I talk about this. This was a big epiphany that I had when I first started home education, because it's just not, you don't imagine it. And I'm hoping that now that you've been at it for, 3+ weeks, I'm hoping that you're starting to get the gist of what I mean. But I'm going to read this to you. This is on page 130 of the book. Everything becomes a teaching opportunity. My most significant insight gleaned from home educating my children was the actual translation or application of that phrase. It refers to more than simply using dinner time to teach my kids table manners. It includes taking that time to review the Latin that we learned maybe together that morning, but to review it later, right? Or if they were learning Latin, or say they were learning French, and French is a language that I speak, but maybe they were learning French in school, right? Dinner time would hardly be the place to bring it up, because I wouldn't actually be aware of what they were going through in French in school. So I might be able to bring up something in French, but I would be less likely to, just because it wouldn't be first and foremost in my mind. But if we had just done a French lesson that day, and then I could say, oh, look, du pain, that's the bread, du pain, and du beurre, that's the butter. And it's because we just did French that I'm thinking of doing that. So it's related to, but it isn't part of the lesson. So what we mean by everything becomes a teaching opportunity is really you become the teacher you never knew you were, because you're teaching all the time, because that's your new job and that's what you do. And it's a beautiful thing. It's not, well, I'm an insurance salesperson, and so I just think and eat and breathe insurance sales. No, but you do think, eat, and breathe the children. Do you know what I mean? Like they're part of you. They're part of you. And home education makes them that. It lets them be that. Let's just say it enables the inherent relationship as it should be, where basically the education institution diminishes and dissolves that relationship. So everything's a teaching opportunity. Internalizing my ultimate and practical responsibility to teach them has made me aware of how many opportunities I enjoy each day to get the lessons into their brains. We're learning some memorization songs, so we work on them in the car. Going to the store. Braden can sing in order all of the U.S. presidents. Now that's something that he could have learned in school, but I got to be part of it on a daily, almost hourly basis. In fact, I can sing them too. Number 1, George Washington. Number 2, John Adams. 3 was Thomas Jefferson. And on and on. Okay, he also likes to prove that to people. To their inevitable amazement, I respond, he's got nothing else sloshing up in there. Because they're like, wow, how did he memorize all that? And I'm like, there's just nothing else going on, so it's okay. Nothing special. Okay. In addition, since I'm the teacher, my kids look to me for instruction and explanation all the time. Being in charge of teaching them equates to me being the person in the know. They don't need to wait to ask the teacher something the next day, which they'd undoubtedly forget the next day. I'm right there. If there's something they want to know, we look it up right away. And if I can't supply a ready answer, that's what we do, right? Soon after we began our adventure in home education as a family, I already could see a more cohesive, more educational environment everywhere I went with them, because we carried that environment with us. That became its own reward. And so with that, I will encourage you today to embrace the journey. Embrace it over the summer. Really, try it on like a new piece of clothing, like a new coat. Try it on. It's a new title, and especially for people who feel so inadequate. Can I refer you to my book, An Inspirational Journey from Self-Doubter to Homeschool Advocate. I was a self-doubter. And you know what? We are filled with doubt. It's not that I know it all now and I just, and you know, I know it. It's not that. It's that it's gotten to the point where the answer is so obvious. So it's not that I know the answer, it's that it's that obvious. And it is, it's that obvious. And if you haven't seen the Facebook video, the live Facebook that I did over this past weekend, I told a pretty funny story about some frogs. So I encourage you to go take a look at that. Thank you for subscribing here on YouTube. Go see the rest of my videos as well, please. And and on April 23rd, which is a Thursday evening, my husband and I are doing a marriage night, a date night, if you will. So join us. We're going to talk about secrets to making a marriage last and making it more joyful than maybe you've ever imagined. So join us for that. It's fully interactive. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we hope to see you there. Go to homegrowngeneration.com. That's homegrowngeneration.com/date. Don't forget /date, because it's a date night. This should be fun. So /date, and you'll see all the information there to sign up, register, and join us for that, and we'll have some fun, okay? Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Accidental Homeschooler. I'm Sam Sorbo.